Hey everyone, what is good? Welcome back to the channel. This is SilverHyena, and we're back with the acrylics again, on a sketchbook. What else is new at this point? I swear, I have done more acrylic paintings on sketchbooks and or journals than on any other surface. I mean, I've got canvases on hand, but why use those when I've got some perfectly good books on hand, you know? Anyways, I did things a bit differently this time around, utilizing artist's tape and gesso. My theory is that I'll be left with a beautiful border by the time I'm finished. We shall have to wait and see until the end of this video to find out. Oh boy, I hope this works. Anyways, after letting the gesso dry overnight, then comes the first wash of background color. I swear, doing anything with acrylic painting always feels like such a big production. There are a lot of steps to be taken before you can get to the fun part. Anyways, I didn't want to just do a solid color, I really wanted more of a gradient, because on this channel, we love gradients. Mostly green with a little bit of yellow for good measure. Okay, now that all that prep work is finally done, here's the cute little sketch I'm going to be using today. Now, I usually have a Zorua named Loki in my Pokemon games, so I can't believe that it took me this long to finally put this idea to paper. Or in this case, put this idea to book, I guess, since I'm doing it on a sketch. Oh, never mind. Some of you might be thinking, pencil on acrylic and gesso? Well, I've done it before. On my bullet journal when I painted Neo, and you know, it works. Now when it comes to inking the outline, I have this one particular pen that works really well on acrylic, actually. It's a Papermate Flair medium in black, to be exact. Super smooth, even across textured surfaces. Seriously, if you don't have one, you might want to get one and try it out. The only major issue with this graphite and ink combo, it's very easy to smear. And like the ink, like the ink when it dries isn't too bad, but the graphite, oof. And keep in mind, I'm the sort of person who regularly dips their hand in their art. That's why pastels and I have never been friends. Pastels and charcoal. Which, by the way, I do have a few sets of those, so one of these days I will get to those eventually. Oh yeah, don't try to erase the pencil either. That's another recipe for smears and mess that, unless you're able to cover them up, you don't want. Something I learned back when I did that painting of, you guessed it, Neo on that bullet journal. So once you manage to get through the previously mentioned stages without making an absolute mess, now it's time to get to the good stuff. The fun stuff. The painting! Now, I use a mix of various brands. It's mostly Royal Langnickel, Liquitex, and Master's Touch, along with whatever else I just happen to scrounge up. I do find that Master's Touch and Liquitex acrylic to be much smoother and opaque than, say, Royal Langnickel. Plus, Master's Touch often goes on sale. Like, check your local Hobby Lobby, I'm sure you'll know what I mean. My brushes, something that I don't talk about enough. Oh, those poor things have seen better days. Mostly I use either Master's Touch or Royal Langnickel. So far they've lasted this long. Out of curiosity, let me know what your preferred brand of acrylic paints are, or even what brushes you like to use. I'm curious. By the way, since we're here, I gotta ask, does anyone here watch Loki on Disney Plus? I just gotta ask because I do love seeing my favorite Asgardian snack getting to be the hero. I really do. I have a soft spot for villains turned heroes. Loki is no exception. He got an incredibly crap deal in Avengers 3, I think personally. Spoiler? Do I need to post a spoiler warning of a movie that came out in, like, 2018? Does everybody know at this point? Spoiler alert? Half-hearted? Whatever. Anyways, any show involving time travel is going to be overly complicated and riddled with plot holes. I don't really think there's any way around it. But it's still a fun show to watch. It's the sort of show where it's just try not to think too hard about it and just enjoy it, okay? It's nice to see Loki making friends and using his powers to help others. Or, like, you know, helping himself and he just happens to help other people along the way. You could always look at it like that. So, I'm just curious if you've watched the show and kept up with it. I think that they actually ended it already, and I'm like, that's it? I wanted more. Yeah. Alright, well, carrying on, okay, if you're making a functional piece of art, you'll want to spray it with some sort of fixative or varnish, especially if you're like me and have used your sketchbooks as coasters before. Yes, I know I'm a horrible person. It is not my proudest moment. But it's a true story. By the way, that wind was terrible. Oh, here we go. That nice, satisfying paint tape peel. And at the end, just leaving that lovely border. Oh my gosh. Don't you just love it? I know I do. And after those 5,000 steps, we are finally finished. And here is the final piece. Oh, my boy Loki came out looking like a boss. How's this for the god of mischief? Overall, I'm super happy with how this came out, and I'm looking forward to painting the next one. Stay creative, everybody. Bye!